Alright then, hello everybody on YouTube, this is the EpicGamingGuru, and this time I have a very disturbing yet completely outworldly topic that I wanted to talk about here on the channel for quite a bit of some time actually, because of the amount of things that have been recently happening with the development of AI generators, or AI generator in general. There's been a lot that's happened in the past couple of years. In fact, it's only been less than 2 to 3 years that I remember that AI generators were not really that frequent of a problem. Now they're so common and everybody knows how to use them that is virtually the only thing that I ever find online on any single platform, and that's why I'm covering it here on this video. So here we go. Now, to be fair, I could have literally went at this video in multiple different angles. I could have easily talked about how pretty much AI generators are basically getting people out of the job industry and pretty much getting replacements of AIs doing nothing but coding, art development, art in general, and even to a point of degree to even YouTube content creators who are basically getting frustrated because of AI removing them out of their position to be able to actually get any form of content made before an AI generator does it for you. And that's a big problem. Yes, this is a video mainly talking about the issues that are happening with YouTube when it comes to AI generation and how YouTube is not even coming up with a solution to solve the issue. Instead, they're upfront trying to encourage people to use AI generators instead. We have a lot to talk about here. So I guess the main point we would have to start off here is definitely with YouTube as to how they're handling AI generated content in general. The funny thing is about YouTube when it comes to AI generated content is that on YouTube there really isn't a way to know that a video is actually AI generated unless the actual creator states it otherwise in the description or in the tags that the video is 100% AI generated. And let's be 100% honest here, no one is going to check mark yes on the alternated content, let alone saying that it is an AI video in the tags or anything as such. If people find out that you are generating any form of AI content on YouTube, your entire channel basically gets shuttered, or in this case shelved, immediately by a lot of people that see that, because nobody likes AI generated content for a couple of reasons. Even if you do manage to checkmark the box and say yes that it is altered content, it doesn't generally mean that your video is not going to be publicly pushed. Your video will end up being pushed regardless. So why are people so mad at the idea of video content creators just making pure videos completely AI generated? There's a simple answer to that. Because AI generated content is the lowest effort of any form of created content whatsoever, and it is one of the most hated forms of content within the industry by usually the general public. And there is a huge debate or argument could be stated that whether or not AI generated content is even supposed to be declared made by the creator, or if not a machine basically generating the entire content, art, coding, even full-on writing stories to you, or in this case for you. The scary part is about the entire idea of actually having nothing but content creators that do nothing but AI generated content on YouTube and them uploading a frequency of more than 3 to 5 videos or even shorts per day compared to any other normal content creator that would take mainly about an hour to do each one is kind of ridiculous. It's something that I don't think any form of human being out there can even keep up with. Like it's impossible. Like even for my case, when it takes me to generate 2 shorts a day, that still takes me about 2 to 3 hours depending on the content of shorts, and if it's a long video it could take me even longer. But for AI generated content, they do it basically on the fly and they can get a short done in less than 15 to 20 minutes. Longest I've seen is 30 minutes, and they can keep doing this under a repeated frequency that cannot be beaten by any form of editor or content creator. So yes, this does rub me the wrong way, because as an editor, something that normally takes me a day or 2 depending on a video could take an AI less than an hour. So yes, it is very obvious as to why content creators don't want AI generated crap on the platform. I could have actually taken an extra jab here and even talked about how the AI generated advertisers as well are a big problem, or as well as the AI generated content from advertisers that are being basically sold to every single viewer on YouTube's platform, but that is something of a different topic, and it's not like I really care about advertisers here on YouTube that much. I do have a separate video coming up in the future talking about that, because the lunacy and libido of YouTube's advertisers is one questionable offense. There is one last note that I do need to say about when it comes to YouTube content creators using AI generated content in order to boost their entire channel. I have no idea how these channels don't have any single warning or any single thing to illustrate that they are just purely AI generated, because a lot of these channels usually have like this weird paradox username that I'd never seen before, and I usually just put in don't recommend channel, so I never had to see that channel and its AI generated crap ever again. Even if you do manage to report and get rid of a lot of about the AI generated content creators here on the platform, it's not like people can't just make another entire channel and just re-upload the same content over and over again. I cannot tell you how many channels I've already seen that are AI generated that have the same voiceover actor doing the same thing over and over again, just slightly different AI generated short or video. I digress. And if I thought that YouTube content creators using nothing but generated content was bad, oh no, it gets significantly worse. I haven't even talked about AI streamers. What kind of dystopian world do I have to live in to a point where we're not even able to stay in front of a camera long enough for a live stream? Like, Jesus Christ, man. It's also kind of funny because I love the fact that people debate that VTubers themselves are disassociated, which people can make the arguments like, okay, well, you don't even know like what's behind the screen at that point, or who's behind the screen. Well, I know for VTubers, it's usually a human being behind the screen, but here's a better debate. Do AI generated streamers even count as human beings? That is a better question to ask. Now, in spite of me going ham on AI generated content creators that use AI generators and even streamers who are questionably also AI generated, which is actually a very horrifying and scary thought to think about, it ultimately left me with a huge question in the back of my head. What is there for us? What is there for actual creators? What is there for actual video editors, artists, any form of creators out there who are literally doing everything they can from scratch, from the ground up, trying to rise to something big? Well, the answer is nothing. The U in YouTube might as well just be removed, and it might as well just be called GenTube, because everything in YouTube is going to be rather generated in the next couple of years. And unfortunately, the rising upfront of AI generators and how they're becoming more advanced as days go on, it makes it ultimately near impossible to keep up with this. And overall, I just can't really stand any of it anymore. It's just getting to a point where it's just getting obnoxious. I do completely recommend just constantly making content on YouTube and trying to keep constantly growing. Even if you are trying to compete against people who are trying to make AI based generated content, there's a very good chance that even your content can and will be seen on YouTube, depending on the context of it, of course. I hope you all enjoyed this video. This has been EpicGamingGuru. Hope you all enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed it that much, and I'll see you all next time.